My home country, Uganda, is a very beautiful country. I like the people. I like the weather. It's really very wonderful. Football in this country, you know, the moment you start moving, then the first thing to kick is a ball. I tried all my life to make sure that I play professional football. That was my dream. I really worked for it.
We are starting training, let's say by 10 a.m., but at around 8 a.m., you found stone on the pitch. He said, I want to practice to become perfect on it.
Then, when I was 18, I started playing professional. They invited me for the national team. And then, just in a fraction of a second, my dream was shattered.
A defender came from behind and tackled him.
He just trapped my leg and turned it around. They took me on the side. The doctors told me I needed to go for operation. I knew it was over. You strive to climb the ladder, and the ladder has been broken. It's very painful. That night, even sleep could not come. And in the morning still, I was still crying. I had worked for this thing for so long. And now this man comes from behind and hit me. Inside me, there was some bitterness in me.
In Uganda, we come from a culture where revenge is accepted.
It would have been acceptable or expected of him to do something against the person who hurt him.
It was not easy. Inside me, of course, definitely, I felt so bad. I remembered my mother telling me, if anything happens, learn to forgive and forget, because you cannot change it. I said, I have to forget that, the past. And I forgave him. Now you are trying to think, now what can I do next?
In Uganda, we have many challenges caused by corruption and caused by all these wars that we've had, and that has resulted in many kids being onto the streets.
They do not have parents, or because of poverty in their homes, they may not be able to continue with school, and yet they're not able to find work.
When I got injured, I opened my eyes wider. I saw the boys just loitering around. Then I said, what can I give? The idea came to me now. I think I can still be in football, but in another way.
When I first met Coach Son, I was staying on the street. When you are a street kid, you sleep outside. You can't get access to food, to school. You are just on your own.
Abamu be nali mbeera nabo baafa ebiseera ebyo eby'entalo ebyaliwo. Kale ne mbeera nga mu mbeera gye ndimu nga mbeera n'emikwano gyange bwe tutyo kubaawo bwe tutyo.
There's so much thieves, they take drugs. I was just there doing bad things like that.
People saw them as thieves, pickpocketers, or people who would not amount to much. But coach would see something in them.
When we started, boys just came, and the number started increasing because their friends used to tell them. Now we have more than 5 teams playing the league. We train every day, and whether it rains or shines, we have to play. Because if you let them go, then you are sending them away to trouble.
He opened up a clubhouse whereby some people who did not have a place to stay could come and stay in there.
This clubhouse helps a lot. It acts as a home for the boys. While we're here, we can influence them positively so that they can become the people we want them to be. The goal is to have the football as a magnet, bring them in, and then teach them principles. The most important principles I want to teach the boys are love and forgiveness. Forgiveness will help you reach your potential.
Coach's message of forgiveness, for me personally, helped me to to get rid of the many hurts and the many things that were weighed on my heart.
In Africa, some wars come around which are uncalled for, just because maybe one tribe never forgave another. And now they see that they have the power and freedom to choose their response.
Stone lives in the middle of a slum. He chose to live there because the kids that he wants to inspire are right there.
That gives him a platform to talk to them because they feel like he's their neighbor, he understands the challenges they are facing.
Ate coach yatuyigiriza bintu bingi ozaayo kugeza kutulaga muntu nga balina okubanga asuubula.
Bwe twalinga nga tuli mu kisaawe naye nga tulinga abali awaka era kyenkana twalinga waka ng'atusomesa embeera gye tulina okweyisaamu so si awo mu kisaawe wokka.
We have had 5 players join the national team and some play professional football. But that doesn't matter so much because the most important thing and goal is for them to become good men, good husbands, and good fathers.
I worked hard to be as you see me here. If I didn't meet Stone, it wouldn't be like this. I think I wouldn't be with my family.
I don't want this thing to die when I leave. I want the thing to continue. I want people to continue influencing others and let the message spread. Every boy I meet, I look at him as my son. It doesn't matter whether he's on the street or he's in prison or he's in a home or he's on a football ground. It's my responsibility